Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I'm bringing you Snow Angels. We're resurrecting our units this game and bringing them out with Thresh. This is a Thresh SEJUANI deck with Freljord, Shadow Isles, and this has actually been a pretty fun deck. It's pretty similar to, I guess, a Shadow Isles Bilgewater with Thresh and Gangplank, where we're trying to deal a lot of damage throughout the game to the enemy Nexus, which will level up SEJUANI. We can get Thresh leveled up and then pull out a leveled up SEJUANI, and SEJUANI, when she hits the enemy Nexus, is going to frostbite all of the enemies when you damage the enemy Nexus. It's great, can protect your units and help you deal a ton of damage at the same time. Alright, so with this newest expansion, we had a couple new cards released to the Shadow Isles, two of which are kind of important in this deck, Unspeakable Horror and the Doom Beast. Both of these cards now can deal direct damage to the enemy Nexus, which is important because you need ways to, I guess, level up SEJUANI. You have to damage the enemy Nexus in 5 different rounds, and these two cards actually go quite a ways in helping us do that. So yeah, if we need to, damage on our defending turn, we can use Unspeakable Horror. Same thing with Doom Beast. We just gotta play a card before we play the Doom Beast in order to get the Nightfall proc, and then if you want to create a Nightfall card in hand, you have to do the same thing. You have to play the card beforehand because it's a Nightfall ability. Alright, so other ways we can use to, damage the enemy Nexus every round is that we're running 3 Phantom Prankster. I might take this down to 2. 3 sometimes seems like a little bit too much, especially if you draw all 3 of them. It feels really bad to have your hand full of Phantom Pranksters who aren't doing a whole lot. And we are kind of dependent on our units dying. Stalking Shadows is a really good way to grant us ephemeral units where our units are going to die each round, right? And then proc the Phantom Prankster ability when an ally dies, deal 1 damage to the enemy Nexus, so we can deal damage to the enemy Nexus that way. So Stalking Shadows is pretty important. And then it also helps us level up Thresh. All of those ephemeral units that we're going to be producing, all of the units that we have down that we're going to be using to block and to die. Yeah, we've got a couple of ways to do that, like the Blighted Caretaker, Glimpse Beyond. We're killing off our units and leveling up Thresh, helping us get that SEJUANI already leveled up out, being able to deal a lot of damage. Alright, for late game, we also have got 2 Rekindlers. Rekindler is a pretty cool card also to draw with Stalking Shadows late game. This can really, win you the game single-handedly after you've, leveled up Thresh, pulled out a SEJUANI, killed them off. You can do it again and again and again with the Rekindler and just get more units down, more champions, make it really hard for the enemy to deal with. We're running 2 of those, potentially more if we draw them with Stalking Shadows, and then we're finishing this off with 1 Vengeance, 1 Runation. Vengeance is just to get rid of pesky champions that are hard to deal with, and then Runation just can, if we are in a good state, if we've got Rekindlers in our hand, can kind of get our champions out again. If we've got a lot of Curse Keepers out, or Warden Spray, Everosan Sentries, that can come in handy. Draw more cards, replenish our board with the Escaped Abominations, and then wipe out the enemy side of the board. So super good card in some situations, which is why we're running 1 of those. Alright, so that's about it for this deck explanation here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks! Alright, we're going against Fozzie Bear here, I guess. I don't know. Waka Waka. Waka Waka. Alright, don't like Rekindler, SEJUANI. We'll keep Doom Beast just in case we don't have a turn 3 play. And we end up getting a pretty good curve here. At least have a play that we can do each round. This is probably pretty similar to the deck that Malgoy released recently and was playing with Judgment. That's the reason why he's probably running Garen instead of Fiora, because he thinks that it would be better to run units that would produce Judgment and 8 cost spells. Okay, we're going to take this free attack. Level up SEJUANI. Awesome. Okay. Early game aggression is going to be pretty important because we want to be able to damage a and get the Sejuani out. Alright, so we're gonna take this open attack. Alright, fine by me. Runation. No deny, so Runation is actually a pretty good spell to have. Alright, I'm not going to beg him to play a card here. We're going to attack again to get some damage off. There's his Garen. Alright, let's go with Thresh now. I think we can end the round. 3 of 5. Okay, so we want to be sure to just strike twice, right? Okay, let's kill off our unit here. We can actually be kind of cheeky. We don't draw here, but we prevent him from striking. And he doesn't get a lot of value from like using single combat on him. Alright, so we are at, I believe it's 4 of 5. Thorny Toad's not too bad here. I'm gonna play that. Of course, probably should have kept that for a Nightfall enabler, so that was kind of a mistake. Also, Alright, we're going to pull in Garen. So he pretty much needs to play a unit here and then have concerted strike.
A chill in the air.
Or he could have a Ice Veil Archer.
She's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, we'll go like this for now. Wanted to damage the Nexus.
Bring me chaos.
We'll go all 3. Now we'll just go 2 here. Awesome.
Only the strong survive.
Ancient things trapped in the ice.
Alright, we'll pass here.
Resolute.
There's a good chance that he's got Tiana Crown Guard now. And that means that he can rally this round if he opened attacks, but our Sejuani makes this a little bit awkward for him. Because, yeah, he drew Tiana Crown Guard. Because we can,
Leave no survivors.
well, this is a little bit awkward. Not gonna lie. We actually can block, I believe, everybody. Because we can kill whoever he uses Judgment on. Right? So he's gonna use Judgment, of course. Which, I mean, we telegraphed that out. So now we can use Vengeance. Right? So we negate that. He probably drew a Tiana Crown Guard, so now we have prevented him from using that as well, which is great. Alright, we don't want to use that, so that's fine. Where's he at? 5 of 6. I think it's worth the level up here.
Oh, fresh soil.
We're gonna do it just to level him up. This kind of forces out possibly a single combat. Makes it hard for him to decide what he wants to do, right? Alright, awesome. We get to attack first now, which is great. Which means we go like this, pull his unit here. We'll draw in a SEJUANI.
You own what you take.
He can't vengeance us or judgment us too good here. He's got another one. And he surrenders. So he probably had another judgment there, but he can't kill our SEJUANIs. Which is great.
The Witcher's Claw triumphs!
2 buff for that. Doesn't really have a buffing tool. I guess unless he has Fury of the North or something, but doesn't really have a buffing tool for his units there. And so we were pretty safe attacking. Yeah, not too shabby of a gameplay. We also had Stalking Shadows, which is important because if he did manage to kill our champions there and Thresh was going to die, there's a good chance that we were going to draw a Rekindler with Stalking Shadows, 2 of them, and then we would have been able to like revive our Thresh and get more SEJUANIs out, and would have been really hard for him to deal with us at that point. So that was pretty cool. I guess the one thing about the deck we were going against, it's kind of late game, and I don't think he drew kind of the best cards that he could have, so we were able to level up SEJUANI a little too easily. I don't think it's going to be that easy, like all the time. Yeah, I got some pretty easy early game damage on him because he didn't have a play. So I don't really know how his deck was looking. He wasn't running the Fiora sort of package with that deck, and so I don't know that he had Bright Steel Protector or any other early game cards, which was kind of detrimental to his game plan and ultimately allowed us to win, I believe. So yeah, just keep that in mind when making those kind of decks, and if you're kind of thinking that you can make a better deck than a professional player, you probably can't.